Hey guys, my name's Tanner. Welcome back to Zomunity. Today we're going to be continuing the custom map series. Today is going to be going over how to add barrier spawners and dog spawners. I'm going to go over risers in a different episode just because it takes a little bit longer to set them up. But the dogs and barrier spawners are already set up, so it'll be pretty easy to work with today. So let's go ahead and get into the video. Now the first thing you're going to want to do is download this. There'll be a download link in the description, and after you download this, you'll get a folder. I'm just going to click on this for now, but you need to extract it and get the folder. You can just extract it to your desktop if you want. So after you click on the folder, which would look like this, click on it, and you're going to see all this stuff. Now what you're going to want to do is copy it, and you're going to want to go to wherever your World at War is installed, so Program Files 86, Steam, Steam Apps, Common, World at War, and then after you get here, like I said, just copy all this and paste it right into here. Shouldn't take too long. So after you do that, you're done with pretty much that part of it. Now go to Launcher, hit Radiant. Open and go to whatever your map name is, and for this video it's Zomunity. Alright. Now if you watched the second episode, you would have copied all these and put these in your map like I had said, because now we're going to be using these. And this is the box that I made in the last tutorial. Alright. So what you're going to want to do is take this purple box and just move it over your map area. Doesn't have to be perfect, just make sure it's covering the whole thing. Alright, I think that's good. Alright. Now what you're going to want to do for the barrier spawners, in order to create a barrier, you're going to want to click on a wall, hit Control Tab, and then hit Control Tab again so that you can see this view of it. Right. So what you're going to want to do is hit X on your keyboard, and then let's just say we're going to use this blue line right here on the grid. You're going to want to put a dot right here and a dot right here, and hit Shift Enter. Now what this is is cutting it so that you can edit it freely like this. And when you hit X and cut, you can even do it as little as a space is right here and right here. Wherever those two lines are facing, it's going to cut that direction. So now you have this nice little thing right here. And now you're going to hit X again and do it, say, this high. And just delete. Actually, don't delete anything yet. Hit X again. And just delete that part right here. And you can make it so it fits a nice barrier like that. And you don't want to be seeing these yellow things, so just Control Shift and left click them like I had explained in the last video to change the texture of only that face, and we'll go with this. That's fine. Alright. Now you see you have your barrier right here, or your window for your zombies to come into. Now you're just going to want to draw a nice pathway for the zombies to spawn on. Here, and for now, I'm going to move this purple box just so I can see what I'm doing. shorten the grid a little bit. And since this is most likely going to be like an outside texture, go to Textures, Usage, go to Ground, and pick any of these ground textures. I'll just go with let's go with this sand right here. Actually, I'll go with this sand. And make sure it doesn't have blend after the name as well. Alright. Now if you copied and pasted all those folders into your world.org directory like I had instructed a couple minutes before, you're going to want to hit right click on the 2D view, go to MISC, go to Prefab, go to Sniper Bolts Tutorial Prefabs, go to 1.1, and you'll see Window Barricade, and you're going to want to hit open on that. Make sure these arrows are facing towards the inside of your map. And this is actually a good example. I need to shorten this a little bit. And maybe make this, oops. Make this a little bit thinner. Alright. Now just kind of put this, it doesn't really matter exactly where this is. You just kind of want to make sure this blue traverse line is right in between where the zombie is going to jump over, and make sure it's just going over the actual barricade just a little bit. Like this. And make sure the arrows are pointing inside. And just kind of make sure the barrier is on the outside of the map more so than on the inside of the map, just so there's no glitches when the zombie's taking it down. Alright, so now we have a nice little window barricade. Oops. Alright, now you're going to want to go over here. Oh, zombies right here. Wherever your little zombie guy is on the 2D view, just shift and click him and move him over, let's say right here. And you want to put him somewhere where he can't be seen. So put him as far back as you can, and make sure his feet are a little bit above the ground so that he doesn't get stuck when he spawns in. Now if you hit shift, click, and hit N on the keyboard once or twice, you're going to see all this stuff. This is just what allows him to spawn. I might go over all this in the next episode, but since this is already set up, or it should already be set up, you're just going to click off of it. So you shouldn't be able to see the zombie. Now what you're going to want to do now is right click on the 2D, go to MISC, actually don't go to MISC, go to Node, and hit Path Node. And you're going to see this little purple box. And this is what allows the zombies and the dogs to move around freely. Because if you don't have these, you're just going to stand there and shake their head like you might see them do before. And just hit space to copy it, space to copy again, and just make it lead right over to this. And maybe put one on the other side just for extra measures. Alright, now the zombie is set up. So when you come in the game, he is going to walk here, and he's going to tear this down and walk into your map. And you're going to want to put path nodes all inside your map too. Just letting you know. So here, we'll go ahead and do that. You can just copy all these. Space, space, space. Alright, that should be good. Maybe put some right here in the middle. Alright. Now for your dog, you're going to want to find these right here are your spawn points, and this will be your dog spawner, the one that's crooked. And to make sure it's a dog spawner, just hit N on it, and if you see this, then you know it's your dog. Now just move this box over into your little map or box, whatever you have, and turn it to where the arrow is pointing outwards, so the dog doesn't spawn like facing the wall or something. Alright, so this is where your dog's going to spawn. It's where the lightning's going to shoot down, and it's where he's going to spawn at. Now if you want multiple dog spawners, just shift click it, hit space, and move it somewhere else. So we'll put one over here, and we'll put one right here. And you can put these anywhere. That's just where I'm going to put them for now. And then your actual dog, just move him in the map. It doesn't really matter where he is. If you hit N, this just gives the game the commands that lets him spawn in the map. So you can even have him like way out of the map, it doesn't matter. I'll just move him like up here or something. Now what we're going to do is go ahead and take this purple box and move it. And you can have it outside the playable area where the zombie spawns, but you don't have to. I'm just going to cover the whole map for now. Alright, and the final thing in this video we're going to do is we're going to take the player spawn points and just move them right into the middle of the map. And make sure they're away from other like models or textures, because sometimes if your player spawns in, they might get stuck. So just make sure that these aren't touching like the floor or the ceiling or any walls or anything. So yeah, so that's it for today, guys. We went over player spawns, dog spawns, and the zombie spawns. In the next episode we'll go over risers. It's probably just going to be risers for that episode. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.